The PMR-30 finally gets another red dot. Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to be putting a new red dot on the PMR-30. This was my bowling pin gun, and I actually sacrificed the red dot that was on here for an AR build for a customer. So I wanted to replace this, but didn't want to spend a lot of money. I don't shoot bowling pins that often, so this is a once in a while gun that I break out. I love this gun. It's a lot of fun, but I didn't want to spend too much money on a red dot. I've heard some postings on, heard some stories from folks that they've had really good experience with this particular brand of red dot. I've seen some folks post online in some of the groups that I belong to online that they've had a decent experience. So I figured I'd give it a shot. Package is fairly simple. It does come with a decent set of directions. They do come already mounted on a Picatinny mount, so I'm going to try to figure out how to get this off because I will be using a mount from, I forget who it's from, maybe Tandem Cross, maybe not, but this is the mount here. This ADE red dot uses the Doctor/Noblex footprint, which I believe is also the same thing that Burris and Bushnell use as well. So I'm going to be mounting it on this plate and then putting it up on here and then taking it out of the range and let you know what I think. All right, a couple of features I like about this already. Of course, we've got this included silicone cap. It's really nice. Battery comes pre-installed, but the battery does fit underneath. You'll actually separate it from the base. The on-off switch is actually right here. Traditionally, they're on the sides on a lot of red dots, and it is actually here. And the red dot is, I'll hold that in a little bit. The red dot is actually, I don't know if you guys can see that, it's actually great. And it has, look like a couple brightness settings there. There you go. Cool. So, I'm pretty excited. I'm going to continue working on getting this taken apart. There's one thing I don't like at all about it already. The windage and elevation adjustments are going to be this dial deal. Does come with all the tools, but if it doesn't click, I'm not a huge fan of the windage and elevation. So we'll keep on going here. So to change the battery and remove this Picatinny mount, the sight does come with this Allen key, and it does fit in here. So we'll give that, break those loose here, and go ahead and unscrew them. And I haven't pre-staged any of this. I'm doing this as I'm filming, so it's all one at a time. Oh, so screws have Loctite on them already, which is nice. That's a good touch. If we turn these over here, take the base off, and there you see a standard CR2032 battery. And you notice even in the direction it says that the positive side needs to be facing out. So let's get our mount set up, and I'll be right back. So I've taken the stock cover off the PMR slide there. You can see that. I got this mounting plate and make sure I put some Loctite on these mounting plate screws. So get this torqued down here. Usually just finger tight. I don't have the book for this mounting plate anymore, so I don't remember how many inch-pounds these need to be. So I'm just going to go, that one's not good. I'm just going to go finger tight and make sure this is actually seated correctly so it threads in. There we go. I don't want to cross thread any of these. So they do come, it does come with a sealing gasket. The sight comes with a sealing gasket, and hopefully as I'm torquing these down, I'm hoping that I actually installed this mounting adapter in the correct orientation, because that would suck if I put it on backwards. All right, so here's the gasket that they recommend that we use. Battery's still in there. Sight should go ahead and just mount on the holes. There we go. And these are our original screws. Get those back lined up, and they do come with Loctite already. So we'll get these torqued down and then make sure the sight turns on. Get the second screw. Just checking to see if there's any wiggle. I don't want to over torque it, that's why I'm not grabbing the end here. I don't want to strip these. So there we go. So let's see if we turn this on. All right. So it does look to be lit, and there it is. Pretty awesome. So I will get the PMR put back together and then take it out to the range, show you guys how this looks being fired, and I don't know if you guys can see that real well, and I'll give you some thoughts after I put some shots through it, get it zeroed. All right, everyone, we're back at the workbench here and give you some final thoughts on this ADE pistol red dot. So a couple of things that I'm not a fan of. Number one, and it does actually say this in the owner's manual, these particular red dots are not rated for anything over 9mm. So for my purposes on this 22 mag, it's just fine on your 9mm handgun. Not sure how well it's going to hold up, but just keep that in mind when you buy one of these. They are not rated for anything over 9mm. The other thing that I'm really not a fan of is this thing right here. To do the adjustments for the red dot, you do have to try to get this little slotted screwdriver into these adjustment dials or adjustment screws, and they're pretty hard to do with this this marker on top of it. So it did take a little bit of effort to get these in, and of course I'm never going to be a fan of any red dot that doesn't adjust with clicks. So there was a lot of approximation going on. It took me a little bit longer to sight this red dot in than I really would have preferred, but I did get it sight in. There's a lot of approximation. You know, did I do a quarter of a turn this way? Maybe I had to go an eighth of a turn back. It does have markings on here that says 1 hash mark is 1 MOA, but I mean, how accurate are those versus things with the click? So things I do like about it. I like that it's cheap. Right? I don't use this gun. I don't shoot pin matches that often, but when I do like to have a red dot on it. So for what it is inexpensive. The LED's got a bunch of different brightness settings. This is actually a green dot, so big fan of the color. Also, the on-off is going to be right there instead of on the sides, and it does come with a cover already, so you don't have to go searching for a cover to purchase. So if you're looking for a budget red dot or reflex sight for your handgun, this might be the way to go. So hopefully you found this interesting. Maybe it helps you decide whether or not you want to purchase one. If you did like it, please give us a thumbs up. We'd love to have you subscribe to the channel as well, help out the algorithms there, get our channel pushed up a little higher. Also, hit that little bell icon over to the right there. That is a notification icon, so that when we are able to post new content, you will get notification as well. Thank you, stay safe, and we'll see you all out on the range.